We are.
Okay, you're good to go, Kevin.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's get started. So, welcome. This is a donation trading, but it is about leading the way. So this is about leading the way when it comes to donations and creating a plus donation experience culture within your stores. So this training, the training overviews, building a culture on excellence and donor experience. And it's for assistant managers, night managers, all of you that are attending right now. And the objective is to empower you guys to lead by example and foster a donation experience culture that delivers an A+ rating every single time. And this will be about 25 minutes, just so you guys know. Okay, so we'll start off with why donor experience starts with you. One, managers, we set the tone. You set the tone and expectation for customer interactions. And your leadership creates a ripple effect that influences the entire team. A positive culture leads to repeat donations, a community at ARC, and team pride. ARC Thrift leadership philosophy. So this is a philosophy that I thought of, and I think that if you adopt these three or even implement one of the three, find which one is can apply to your store and you, and use it. It's up to you. So lead with gratitude. So every donation is a chance to connect and appreciate. And you know, if you look at it from that standpoint, one, you can find it as an opportunity, or you teach your donation attendant, find it as an opportunity to learn something new about an individual, a donor, learn something new about them. And then we want to model hospitality. We want to set the gold standard for how donors are greeted and served. And then also we want to coach continuously. We want to encourage, we want to train, and we want to support the staff in every interaction. So leading the 5-step A+ customer experience. So one, we'll go through 5 of these. And if you have a pen or a piece of paper, and I'll send this out to you guys after this meeting. And I know, Shelly, you asked me to send it out beforehand. And I dropped the ball on that. So I will have these out next to you next time so that you guys will be able to follow along. But for now, until you receive these after the meeting, if you want to, you can take down some notes and utilize any of this information of the 5 steps. So you want to model a warm welcome. You want to greet donors personally when present in the donation areas. So teaching your donation attendant to make sure that you greet them. And I've had these interactions where they've been really pleasant when I approach the donation station to drop off goods. And it makes me feel like I want to be a part of what you guys are doing and ask more questions. And then you want to train your team members to greet within 3 seconds. If you teach them and train them that timeline, and I know you guys already do because I pulled up to multiple stores, in that 3-second time frame, it allows for a smooth transition for anyone that's dropping off goods. Also, you want to teach them to use their names. Find the donors' names. Ask them, "Hi, how are you doing? And what's your name?" That way, you establish a personal relationship. Have them smile, and gratitude. It builds connection. So thank you very much. I appreciate all the donations that you have dropped off today. They'll go a long way. How many of us here have our donation attendants find out the donors' names? Okay, so support seamless service. Ensure staffs are empowered and resourced to help donors promptly. So we want to make sure that they have everything that they need in order to take care of the donors as quickly as they possibly can. Regularly walk by, make checks on the donation area for cleanliness and readiness. So you don't have to hover You don't want to be a hover manager, but it is a good idea to get up and walk around and check those areas to make sure that it's clean and your donation attendant is ready for an opportunity to present itself. And then rotate the staff. There's been a few times where I pulled up to drop off some donations, and there's two attendants. And what I think can be a good way to rotate them is one of them take the lead on communicating. One of them will take the lead on communication, and the other can take the lead on moving the goods from the vehicle to the rack. That way, it's almost like role playing. One gets to watch, especially if you have a more seasoned individual in the donation station, then you have that individual leading the conversation while the other donation attendant is supporting and listening and picking up cues. Okay, drive, acknowledgement, and appreciation. This is within the teams. This is within our team. So you want to encourage team members to sincerely thank donors. So, hey, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you dropping off these donations because, and then give a reason why. And role model specific appreciation. You want to show them the way, show them how we want to appreciate donors and tell them things that they should inform the donor on. Why this donation will go a long way. They should talk about the ARC mission and regularly rehearse that so that we can get the word out. The more the word gets out when it comes to our mission, the more people feel like ARC is the place to donate as opposed to other locations. And you want to track and share donor feedback and compliments in the team meetings. How many do you guys do track the donor feedback? Do you guys hear feedback from donors and then share that information in team meetings? Yes. Good. So you want to reinforce the impact messaging. So you want to train the staff on the ARC Thrift mission and how donations support it. That's the only way we can get the word out. The more you rehearse it, the more you speak it, the more they speak it, the more they will remember another phrase that can get them through a conversation or get them through passing along the message that will then reinforce why we do what we do, as well as more donors to spread the word, and we receive more donations because donations are the key. So use signage and verbal reminders to connect donors to the community impact. I'm not sure, I know Lloyd talks about the impact as on a regular basis. I'm not sure how much we talk about the community impact and how much we provide support for the community and how much those donations, when we do receive them, how much in turn we can support other organizations that are deeply impacted by some of the things that are going on today. So lead huddles. So we have team meetings. You guys have team meetings, and in those team meetings, you can highlight the mission and regularly talk about it. I know it seems like it would feel like as a manager that you're constantly repeating yourself when it comes to messaging, but the more you do it, the more they will start to do it. And it just may be like a slip. They may slip and repeat some of the messaging that you've been saying, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So ensure memorable close. So you want to check that every donor has been asked if they need a receipt. There's sometimes, we will donate and we'll have to remind the donation attendant, hey, can I get a receipt for that? We want to always have them. Now the weather is getting much better. You'll have to be able to have those interactions where people aren't in a hurry to get back into their vehicles, and they'll be more willing to stand there and be receptive to conversation. So we want to regularly ask them questions and most definitely ask if they need a receipt. And remind the staff to invite donors in to shop and explore the store. We have unique finds. I always say that. That's almost like my catchphrase. You got unique finds at ARC. Unique finds. You know why? Because these things are donated and it's only one of a kind. It's only one of a kind. So I'd advise you to go in and shop now before you miss out. And then you want to show the donors that they're a part of something bigger. Everybody wants to be a part of something bigger. I know I do. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like I'm contributing to a greater cause, and it helps me sleep at night. And I'm sure people want to do the same. Okay, so communication cues from leadership. There's some of the things that we can do. We want to be enthusiastic. We want to lead with enthusiasm because it's contagious. You know, we want to lead our teams and let our teams see how much pride you have in the things that they are doing, and how all of that affects everything that we do. So you want to be excited about it. You want to show them that this means everything to you, and it should mean as much to them. Recognize the efforts and great service in real time. So, man, if you see someone that has just provided outstanding customer service, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until it's break time, or you don't have to wait until they finish. You can go right over there right now. Remember, you're the leader of this store. You are the culture, and you establish the culture by things like this. You can go right over there and high five them. Hey, man, that was outstanding customer service. I saw that from all the way across the room. I saw the interaction. That was fantastic. Keep up the good work. And those type of things energize your team members. And like I said before, share those donor stories. You know, they inspire people, they motivate them, and it's always good to hear about how we are affecting the community and how those things are positive and inspirational messages, because those things go a long way. They go a very long way. And it's always a good motivator. Okay, so our role in building culture. Remember, this whole thing is all about building culture, and you guys are the leaders of the culture. You set the standard. You set the standard. And when it comes to culture from a social perspective, it's all about the norms and things that you accept and the practices that you put in place regularly that will change a person's life. So you want to make the A+ service part of the store identity. We want to always treat the customer as a priority. Always treat the customer as a priority. And we want to set the standard of why people come back to our stores, because they get a fantastic customer experience. And you guys have been doing a really good job at that. Hold those weekly refreshers on donor engagement. So, and it doesn't have to be a set meeting. And when I'm suggesting these things, they don't have to be set meetings. You know, if you have time with an individual, you can just go over, hey, I remember, or there was an interaction, or there was a time, and I was thinking, how about we try to use this phrase? How about we try to engage in this way next time? So use recognition tools, so verbal praises, team shout outs, and success walls. How many of you guys have success walls, or do you guys put your successes on your wall, or is it just break room information that you guys have in there?
It's break room. I think most of them are break room. If you have a success wall, can you take yourself off mute and let Kevin know, please?
We use our break room for any notes that we have to reach out to all of our employees.
Okay. Okay. You know, and if you don't have them, this could be a good way, and it may not have to be a wall. It could be just a small board of accomplishments or recognition that that you use to show appreciation for the work that your teams are doing. It's a great tool. It's a really good motivator. It may seem like something that's small or tedious, but it goes a long way. People almost like to see their names in lights.
Kevin, I traveled with Lloyd today in my district, and I know the Central does this as well.
Mm-hmm.
They give out an employee recognition award. What's on there, Sonia? What was the name of it? Employee recognition? What's the name on the form? Somebody speak up. Corey, you know? The name of the form that we gave to the employees today? I know it says the world's best hanger, but it's the world's best unloader. And then Lloyd presented that in a form of paper that shows their name and why they received that award with buttons. And I'm telling you, every store went off. The employees were crazy about it. They were
goes a long
so
way.
happy for their other friends for making that award.
It goes a long way. You think it may not.
She's showing you guys. I know the Central has this too because I was in that district, but we use that when Lloyd visits, and maybe we need to use it a little bit more if that's what you're saying, is that if somebody does a great job, maybe we give them that form with a button.
Absolutely. That's a great tool right there. That's a great tool. And the purpose of these meetings and these trainings is to open up the perspective or open up the thought process for ideas. Maybe it's not a success wall. Maybe it is the form with the button, but this is just to open up the idea so that we can, one, start to look elsewhere for opportunities to, show that we recognize that individuals are doing a great job and we want to recognize them. So setting up a 5-star donation area, and the time will run out. So I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. So keep the space clean, safe, and welcoming. Refresh signs often and post clear instructions. So if you guys don't have that, then this is perfect opportunity, perfect reminder. Add thank you messages that reflect the ARC's mission, and walk the space daily and invite staff to do the same, just to make sure that, one, we're protecting ourselves, the area is clean. 2, it's inviting for the donor. Live coaching for growth. Okay, use real-time situations and teaching moments. I coach high school football, and I'm always teaching them, always interacting with them before a play, after the play, and then if I need to pull them to the side for ongoing coaching, we do the same thing. So this is no different. You want to have the dialogue. Dialogue builds trust. So communication builds trust. So you want to always be communicating with your teams. Ask questions. How did that feel for the donor? Have your donation attendant put themselves in the shoes of the donor. That will open up a different perspective. And celebrate the small wins and correct gently when needed. Remember, correct gently when needed. A lot of these people, a lot of individuals that are on our teams, they come from a variety of different backgrounds. So, and we don't know what they are coming with into our stores and on our teams. So we want to be able to massage these. Massage these corrections in order to be able to get the most out of our team members. And then once we start to learn them, then we can probably pull them aside for more effective coaching if needed. And coach towards confidence and consistency. Mistakes are going to be made. That's for certain. We all know that. But we want to make sure that we still continuously build the confidence. How many of you guys, I know me, anywhere I start to feel like I'm losing confidence is a place that I don't want to be. And that I will start to remove myself gradually from any place that I start to lose confidence in, just because it just feels really uncomfortable. And if I know that someone is going to continuously reinforce the negative behavior that I'm doing, and not correct and show appreciation towards the good things that I'm doing, then it's probably not the place for me. So we want to coach towards confidence, build the confidence and consistency, because we want consistent behavior out of them. Preparing for tough moments. So we want to model calm, solutions, focused responses. So we just always want to focus on the solutions. Always want to be solution oriented. And trainings before, we use the LEARN technique. Listen, empathy, apologize, resolve, and notify. And training staff using common challenges and responses. This is where role playing and things comes in. Okay, something happened on the floor. We found out what it was. We corrected it. Okay, now this is a teaching moment. Now this is a teaching moment for everybody. Hey, if you're over here, you got some time really quick. The store is a little slow. Hey, come here to this area really quick with me, and let's talk about this situation or scenario that just happened. And then now we can get back to work and make it a quick teaching moment. And role play regularly and adjust based on real scenarios. Use those real scenarios, not just for one individual, but for other individuals. Okay, just for the team. You want the team success. That way you can build the culture within your stores, and everyone understands what the expectation is, and you don't have to continuously reteach. Now you start building leaders on your teams that are going to start doing some of that teaching for you. Start doing some of that teaching for you, and that's the way you would like to have it. Okay, this time is going to run out. So we will skip the role play exercise and we'll save it for the next training. Are you guys good with that? Shelly, you good with that?
Yes, sir. As long as everybody else on here is good with it. Can you nod your head if you're good with it, please? Yep, you got a rant. You got an unanimous.
Unanimous.
Nod.
Unanimous nod. Okay.
Unanimous nod.
Thank you very much for attending this training. Next time we meet, we will go over role play. We will put some scenarios together, and you guys will act out these scenarios. We'll engage with each other, and we'll start to build the culture within ourselves, and then we'll start to transmit that out to our stores. All right. Thank you guys very much for attending this training. I really do appreciate it. Shelly, thank you much. And I will send this slideshow out to you, and then that way you can get it out to your teams.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, teams. Appreciate you guys taking the time to be on here, and have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.